You know, drives me a little bit insane that, people will sit there, all these goddamn liberals out there, they're fucking protesting, throwing Molotov cocktails at the fucking cops. Shit like that. Because they want freedom of speech. It got so fucking stupid in that goddamn awful, horrible fucking liberal state called Michigan. I had to fucking move. I had to leave. It's just too fucking retarded. I had to come back down south. Because I gotta tell you, these fucking people make me absolutely sick. You know, they get on about how Trump is a racist and Trump is this and that. Well, let me clarify something for you. Being Muslim is a religious faith. Being an illegal alien is a status that breaks the law in this country. I don't hear him talking about enslaving blacks or any of that kind of stuff. He's basically talking about building a wall, which we already have when you really think about it, the fence line on the southern border, and defending our laws that are already in place. But people want to provide amnesty. They want to do this. Oh, well, Mexicans will do jobs that Americans won't do. Could that be because this new generation of Americans that's coming up is too fucking lazy? That's why they're all goddamn Bernie Sanders supporters. For a while I thought Bernie might have had something positive to offer this country. Talking about changing things and no big banks, all blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, the fact is we live in a capitalist society. You are the sum total of your experiences, but you're also the sum total of the work you put into your life. So if you're too fucking lazy to go out and make your way in life, ain't nobody responsible to fucking give it to you. So stop being such a bunch of fucking waste of space, rely on the government pieces of shit. You want smaller government, but you want the government to take care of you. Shit don't make sense. You cannot multiply wealth by dividing it. Now, true, Trump's got some eccentric views on things, but at no point does he talk about throwing Muslims, if people compare him to Hitler, throwing Muslims in an oven, throwing Mexicans in an oven, enslaving black people. The fact of the matter is, all he wants to do is enforce the laws that are already in place and take a closer look at extremists moving in this country. Because let's face facts, while the Muslim faith, the Quran, does not specifically dictate violence towards Americans, that's pretty much what you see nowadays. And having lived in Michigan, near Dearborn, which is the highest concentration of Muslims, they call them refugees in America, you can drive up and down the street and see the sympathetic signs, the sympathetic support that they have for the terrorist part. We let them into this fucking country after Desert Storm. We're constantly letting them come over here to escape their persecution, and then they want to change our way of life. I mean, are people really that fucking dumb they don't see it? Or is it everybody's gotten so goddamn tolerant of everyone else they've forgotten who they are? This is America, Jack. We don't put up with nobody else's bullshit. We didn't put up with it when the British were trying to fuck with us way back in the day, 1776. We didn't put up with the shit in 1812 when the motherfuckers came back, tried to take us back over. We goddamn sure didn't put up with it when the Southerners, of which I am one, decided, we're going to enslave this race of people and there ain't nothing you can do about it. We didn't put up with the fucking Nazis in World War II. Well, once we got involved in it after the Japs decided they were going to fucking take out Pearl Harbor. And the fact of the matter remains is spies are just that. They pretend to be your friend while they're stabbing you in the back. They're giving you a hug. They're not embracing you. They're looking for a place to stick a knife. And that's why we do the things that we do. We're cautious. We're careful. Simple fact. You people are so goddamn tolerant, you're going to enslave yourselves eventually. Unless you take a stand. Now, I wasn't a Trump supporter before, but you know what? You fucking idiotic protesting liberals out there throwing Molotov cocktails at the cops, attacking, showing up to a conservative rally, being a staunch liberal, just to disrupt it. Because what, you ain't got a job? You ain't got nothing better to do? Fucking people are stupid. Get off your ass, get off welfare, go in, find a fucking job. Oh, and for all you college students that say, oh, well, my student loans, this and that. Well, stop getting a useless degree. Nobody gives a fuck about your liberal arts bullshit. Go get a law degree, a medical degree. And if you ain't smart enough to do that, then go get a fucking job straight out of high school and stop wasting everyone else's time and money. And stop bitching about the fact that you're part of the disenfranchised. Because the fact of the matter remains is you got an opportunity to go to college where some kids had to go to work straight out of high school just to help support their fucking families because they can't afford to pay the rent on their own. Blaming the greatest generation, the World War II generation, saying they sucked up all the good jobs. No, they got a good job and they stuck with it. They just didn't quit when you came along because you felt they owed you something. No, they wanted to work for something. They wanted to have something when they retired. Not enough entrepreneurs in this fucking world, in this country at least. Y'all want to sit there and talk about how great you are? Go get a business management degree. Open your own business. Get a small business loan and slowly pay that shit off and build your wealth through hard work and the sweat of your own brow. Don't look for the government to come in and relieve you, because that's some fucking loser attitude shit. And for the few people that are watching this, who like to sit there and say, oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, I fucking do. Because I can tell you right now, I left an $80,000 a year job in Michigan without a new job moving down south. And here I am down here in a matter of, 2 months, working my way right back up to the top. Yeah, it wasn't easy at first. And yes, it was a little bit, faster going than I anticipated it to be, but that's because I didn't give up. They say winners never quit and quitters never win. Well, everyone out there who's voting for Bernie Sanders is pretty much a quitter, because they're just relying on the government to fucking give them something. And the fact is, ain't nothing free in this world. You vote that motherfucker in, he starts giving you free shit, it's going to come from somewhere. And it's either going to come from the people who are actually working their ass off, or it's going to come out of your ass on the back end. Think about that for a second. And you can sit there and argue all day long about all these, these social programs. Let me tell you something. Democratic socialism is no different than Hitler socialism, fucking Karl Marx, and all the rest of them. None of those guys ran on the campaign that they were going to enslave fucking Jews. None of them ran on the campaign they were going to burn up the Jews or enslave their people or any of that kind of stuff. They made it seem real great to the people, and slowly but surely, they ended up into a totalitarian government. And for anyone who says I'm uneducated on the fact, that's bullshit, because I have done nothing since the rise of people feeling the burn but read books on the matter. See, because that's something else that they taught me in school that apparently most of you motherfucking social warriors can't seem to grasp. It's called literacy. I know how to spell, I know how to use grammar, and I know how to read. So, for all you fucking idiots out there who, feeling the burn, wash your mouth out with a revolver, please, so that we can get back to going to work.